I think it's really important that we keep in mind that Zionism is a settler colonial movement. We say that all the time. It's become kind of a slogan in a way, but it often isn't really understood. But it's very important. Our job in advocacy, besides advocating for Palestinian rights, is to reframe what's going on. We call it a conflict. We use the word conflict. Palestinians even use the word conflict. The Israel-Palestinian conflict, the Israeli-Arab conflict, but it's not a conflict. And if we use that terminology instead of anti-colonial terminology that would come from a settler colonial analysis, we're really trapping the Palestinians in a lose-lose kind of a paradigm. Because if it's a conflict, it means there's two legitimate sides, right? So Israel is legitimate. We've legitimized Zionism, Israeli settler colonialism, by calling this a conflict. And the Palestinians, who are the indigenous population that never got in a fight with anyone, who are not a part of a conflict in a sense, that's been imposed on them, all of a sudden become a side. Rather than the indigenous people that have rights to their land and national rights that absolutely should be supported, all of a sudden they're a side with an illegitimate colonial movement that's been given legitimacy as a side, if this is indeed a conflict, and now they're left with negotiating. What do they have to negotiate and compromise on? How many refugees come back? How much of their homeland they can reclaim? How much economy can they have? Can they travel across border? In other words, we're asking them in a conflict mode to compromise on things that they should not have to compromise on, especially their fundamental rights. So we have to change to an anti-colonial terminology and use settler colonialism not as a slogan, but in fact as a concept. My book, Decolonizing Israel, Liberating Palestine, gets into that quite a bit. There's other literature, and I'd really advise you to go into that and begin to use that language.